Hello there. It's been a week of late September sunshine quite widely across the country, and there's more to come. Yes, Thursday, another day of sunny spells, and it will feel pleasantly warm with light winds generally across the country.
This morning is a chilly start to the day once again. We've got some patchy mist and fog around that should lift quite readily. Good golfing weather today actually in the UK, and I'm going to take up golf with that kind of prize money immediately. But it's a chilly start to the day, and what we're looking at is a fair bit of sunshine, more than yesterday, and a little bit warmer, although the sunshine will be hazy at times across the southeast. That's quite a different story in the other side of the world. We've been talking a lot about Typhoon Ragasa. Well, there is another one which is in the Philippine Sea at the moment. So Ragasa will continue to weaken as it crosses Vietnam, but we've got this one crossing the Philippines our time later today. It will lose some of its energy as it does so, but it will pick up more energy coming in across the South China Sea, and we expect it to cross Hainan and also get into Vietnam. Areas that have already seen a deluge of rain from Typhoon Ragasa, and with it too we'll have the storm surges, and also you can see the system running again. Also, there'll be strong winds, so some more impacts are quite likely. Some torrential downpours, as I say, falling on already saturated ground. Ben and Sarah.
Thanks, Carol. Yeah, extraordinary pictures coming from the Far East there. Thank you. And Carol, well, that's a lovely kind of misty shot behind you.
Morning.
That's right, Sarah. Good morning, both. Good morning to you too. There is some mist and some fog around this morning. One of our weather watchers sent us in this picture from a wee bit earlier in Powys. That will slowly lift in the next couple of hours.
And what a beautiful scene behind you.
Isn't it just, Sarah? Good morning to you both. Good morning to you too. Lovely blue skies this morning in Anglesey, as you can see from one of our regular weather watcher pictures and senders in. What we've got too today is a lot of sunshine.
Hi Ben, thank you very much indeed. Good afternoon. You don't need me to tell you it was a wet start to September, but this week it feels as if the taps have been turned off. Take Cardiff, for example. In the period up to the 20th of September, 183 millimetres of rain, twice the typical September rainfall. Since the 21st of September, less than 1 millimetre. Because high pressure has taken charge, it has been mostly dry.
Kate's here in the studio with us. Kate, is it a good afternoon for spotting wildlife?
Every afternoon's a good afternoon, but yes, the sunshine does make it better, and we have got some sunshine today. That high pressure that I've been talking about all week is still with us. We woke up this morning, there was a little bit of cloud around, fairly high though. Beautiful sunrise you can see here across Tottenham, and we've had some fair weather cloud but decent spells of sunshine. The temperature, it's still being cooled by that northeasterly breeze.
Hi Ben, thank you very much. Good afternoon. Quite a nice looking day out there once again, if you like dry weather and sunshine. A little bit breezy around the east coast, and there is a bit more cloud in the mix for some of us.
Hello, we've enjoyed a sunnier day today. It's felt warmer out there as well. There's a brief interruption to this spell of fine weather on the way this weekend. Late in the day on Saturday, more especially actually into Saturday night, there's a chance of some patchy rain moving through, not amounting to very much. And then into next week, high pressure comes back and things will be settling down once again. And that sort of weather will take us into October. Weather front slowly heading our way. There'll be some sunny spells around. Any rain, though, really not until Saturday night. Gradually brightening up on Sunday, and much of next week is looking dry. Enjoy your evening.
Yet again, another beautiful sunny late September day, but the weather story is changing as we head towards the weekend. This was Hungerford in West Berkshire, but it's fairly typical picture right across the country.
Good evening. Well, the leaves at the moment, you may have noticed, are turning very red. Now, that's all thanks to the very warm and the sunshine in the summer. It produced lots of sugar. And now that the sunshine is fading, the chlorophyll, the green leaves are fading, and we're getting these lovely colours. And that's going to continue over the next month, month and a half. Now, we have had plenty of sunshine today. It hasn't felt too much like autumn, actually.
The Trafalgar Tavern successfully appealing this decision. It means customers just behind me will be able to enjoy food and drink on these benches outside here, on this section at least, of the Thames Path. Back to you, Assad.
Yeah, it's a popular spot over there in Greenwich. Many thanks for that, Barry.
Hello there. High pressure remains in charge of our weather for the time being, although things are going to change a little bit by the weekend.
And autumn is very much in the air. It'll be a bright and beautiful end to the week for much of the UK, but there is wind and rain on the way for Saturday. And as the sun sets on the autumn equinox, from tomorrow onwards, the days get shorter, the nights get longer.
Ruth is in Cardiff Bay for us. Now, Ruth, so many of us had gorgeous autumn sunshine today. It was amazing. Is there more to come this weekend?
Well, the answer to that, Charlene, is yes and no, but you're so right. Hasn't it been glorious out here today? We topped the charts at almost 20 degrees Celsius in St James's Park in London. That's several degrees above the average for the time of year, but I can assure you those temperatures have dropped. It's that time of the year after all. And the sun set a little bit earlier here in Cardiff Bay on what has been a picture-perfect day to celebrate the autumn equinox. Now, hang on a minute, you might say, wasn't that a couple of days ago? No, on Monday we celebrated the autumn equinox, and in its most simplest form, that's when the sun passes the equator and we have largely equal amounts of day and night. Now, today is the autumn equilux, and that means almost bang on amounts of equal day and night. So from tomorrow onwards, as I said earlier, the days will start to get a little bit shorter and the nights will start to get a little bit longer. So what about the days then? Will we get more of that sunshine? Well, the answer, as I said, is yes and no. It'll be a beautiful end to the week across much of the UK through tomorrow. And again, I think typically at this time of the year, we'll also see some very chilly nights over the next few days and nights. But a slight fly in the ointment, we will see some wet and windy weather coming for Saturday. And the good news, Charlene, is that as we head into next week, we'll see a return of the settled and sunny weather, although temperatures are going to feel just that little bit fresher. Autumn is in the air.
All right, thanks, Ruth.